Alrighty, welcome back to the episode of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I sounded cool there for a minute there. So it reminded me of like a TV talent show thing. Anyways, you love it. I think I mentioned it in the last part. We're obviously in group 2 of this chapter that I kind of coined it. I got 3 chapters, kind of. It's just the way it went. And I kind of did this part with the last parts together. I just accidentally knocked my headset. There's a microphone button on my headset, and I kind of accidentally knocked it. I didn't realize until a few episodes later. You'll find the point that I realized I've noticed it, because I literally hit record straight after I realized it, and went on to my thing. I believe that will be in a few videos time. This, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is 3 parts, and then the final group is 2 parts, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the first 2 of this group is going to be a lot longer because I purposely wanted to get group 2 kind of together because that's kind of like the main story. So this is more just finishing off as much side stuff as I could before that, because I realized at one point that there was only so much stuff I could do, because I think I was waiting for some stuff on the main story to trigger the remaining side stuff, because there was just things in places that I could not get to. Like whether it was either an actual main mission was going to take me there, or if the main mission was going to open up a side mission for me to do, which I believe was the case for at least one thing, was the latter. I'm not quite sure about the first. I think other than the place I actually knew I was going to at the top left would eventually take me to more stuff, but that was already obvious. I can't quite remember about there's some. Oh, and I think there was some random stuff in the middle. I can't actually quite remember how I got there. You saw it there for a glimpse. I'm not quite sure how I got there. But I eventually did get it, but I don't actually fully remember how. I guess we'll see that together, I guess. I think that was also the main story stuff, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. I think we eventually end up there. Yeah, I think we eventually end up underground at one point for the end bit of the main story for that final group, and I think that's when I pick them up. I could be mistaken yet again. But anyways, yeah, so we've got a few more of these gear things. I don't actually know, did I pick that up? I don't know, I was too busy yapping. Hold on. No, I didn't pick that up, so guess we're coming back to that later. That one felt like that was the bane of me, that one. Out of all of them, I think I went back to this one the most, and attempted it the most, and failed at it the most. I think I spent the most time there, because I think it's one of the ones that you need more for, which I didn't realise at the time, and I probably will point out at some point, is I didn't realise that when you take pictures of the cogs, like, there's a thing you got to take a picture of before you go in, well, you don't have to, but you should. And it tells you how many cogs you need for it. I didn't pick up on that straight away. I feel like this chapter's done a very good job of proving how unobservant I can be. Or just, like, in general. Like, not picking up on things like I did in the last part when I didn't notice that dialogue. Though, to be fair, I was too busy yapping, just like I've done now. But anyways, yeah. So this stuff, the reason why there was no intro is because I'm doing a voiceover for this stuff. Which I think I didn't quite get to. I mentioned my headset was off. But yeah. So I've also done my best to edit as much as I could. These 3 parts were split across like 7 or 8 files. Not all of them were an hour long, but some of them were. I've skipped past a lot of running and randering around. You see me getting a trophy there. Very, very nice. But yeah, I did try my best to cut up a lot of stuff. The next parts I think is going to be a little less cut up, just because it is a lot more the main story. So it's actually me going through the main area, the main story area. But a lot of this you've kind of already seen me go around, so unless I was talking, unless I'd be talking, I'd probably skip through it anyways. But because of course I'm not talking, I'm just giving myself the opportunity here to just, I don't know, just teleport. Anyways, I'm also showing you the map because I wanted to try and show you where my brain was thinking. Not that 100% sure I know what it's thinking, but anyways, cutscene time, just about.
랑콤파 파이리컷 룽수나
แล้วเขาอยู่ไหนอะ
칼람 숙사 명모랑 갓
กระหายวิชาอยู่ตลอดเวลานั่นใช่อารันแน่ฉันน่าจะเป็นห่วงมากไปหลานคนนี้เป็นสิ่งที่มีค่าที่สุดของฉันขอบคุณมากอินเดียนาโจนส์
가와나 콕글라이나논
The kid who vanished. Trophy earned and that completed. Sorry, completed. I'll shut up for the cutscenes just because talking for 54 minutes effectively is a long fucking time. But so if I can give chance, I might as well let the cutscenes run out so you can enjoy them, I guess. But yeah, again, showing the map, just trying to show how my brain's working. We'll figure it out together how it's going, I guess. But yeah, I think I was just trying to figure out what was closest to me,
นะโจน
and
โลกก็ยังไม่
was able to hopefully go on from there. There we go. We randomly teleported again, and I'm still looking at a map. I edited this like 2 weeks ago, I swear. So this is knowing my brain how I was working about this, because I wanted a chance to actually have a chance to be recorded and just go on for an hour and just everything was in Indy's hut at this point. Because I'm looking, there is a note page on the book, and I think I was looking for that. I think I eventually found out it was a glitch, but it ended me up in this room, which this geezer wanted me to pick a mug. Not that I'm really that concerned about it right now. I'm more concerned about the missing thing. But there you go. Maybe I didn't know. Maybe I only just found out I could actually talk to him. You know, I definitely got a bit of like Last Crusade vibes from this, because you know you could pick between the two cups, between a gold and a silver cup. So I chose the silver cup because it seemed like the shittier cup, which is exactly how it worked in Last Crusade. You pick the shitty cup and you got the life, or whatever it was. I forget. I say Last Crusade, my favorite film, and I don't even remember what you fucking get at the end of it. What they get at the end of it. It was some extra like immortality thing on it, because that's how that guy stayed alive so long, and then he just randomly did he disintegrate? I don't remember. But that's how they healed thingy. Anyways, you revealed a fate. I was too busy yapping, but it was kind of nice, because obviously Last Crusade hasn't happened yet in this. This is between Raiders and Last Crusade. Of course, Temple of Doom happens before Raiders. Or did he just start talking about it then? I don't know. But yeah, no. So of course we actually saw a bit of Raiders, so getting a little kind of like Last Crusade vibe of something was nice. There was probably a Temple of Doom thing at some point. Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember. I believe this is one of the things I was talking about. The ancient relics. Yeah, the one that I found randomly telling me that it was underwater. Trust me, I looked for this a lot longer than I'm going to show, because I did desperately look. I think I even figured it out where it was, or like how to get to it. I think to an extent, or what I needed to do, but I knew that it was like a main story thing that was going to open up for me. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think this has something to actually do with it, but I could be wrong. Because yeah, again, it's been about 2 weeks since I edited this, yet alone. Like, by the time we get to this part of the main story, my microphone's back, so I didn't even edit it. So it's been even longer since I played it. Because it's been a while since I even edited the first part of this chapter, so yeah, it's been a minute since I played this, unfortunately. But hopefully we will be able to get to it soon, because, you know, well, like I say, if I am right, there's only 4 more videos after this, then we get to that, and then we'll get to that final, and then we'll take it from there. And then there's a DLC, if I'm not mistaken. Whether we'll get to that straight away or not, I don't know. Why did I? Oh, because I didn't have the mask on. That's why I didn't struggle. I just knew I was worried I was going to drown before it happened. What did I find? I guess it'll be for the lot of us to figure out what the hell I'm fucking finding. If I can get through the thing, there we go. I don't know. I found a bit of land, I guess. I'm sure I saw it on the map at one point. I've got no fucking clue though. Oh, is it another one of the? Oh, it's another one of the gear things. Ah, of course it is. See, it says. Oh no, it doesn't say that. It just says hidden platform gear. So I wouldn't know, because it doesn't actually tell you there. If you actually look to the pillar, and I believe there is a pillar in here that also says how many you need. There's a pillar inside and outside. You can just get a better shot of the inside one. But I believe the pillar's actually to the. No, that's just fire. I'm sure it's somewhere. Maybe it's in the one corner there isn't a torch thing, but I don't know. Is it there? Oh, it's a weird looking doorway thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's only in some of them, actually inside as well. Oh no, it's right there. It's literally behind the lever, I swear. Oh, unless that was a pillar, I don't know. Anyways, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I am right. You can see it in the right there. There was cogwheel. I didn't actually quite catch how much that was. And I don't know why I haven't started the cogwheels yet, but it is what it is. Oh, I remember this one. This is the circle one we had, right? Because there's a. I actually don't remember why I couldn't, but because it's like you can't go left and up because there's something that blocks it, but I'm not quite sure what. And I think this is how I learned of the actual some of the cogwheels not working because I was well confused by that weren't working. When I pulled it, it just weren't it just weren't opening or doing anything. I thought it was broke. I originally thought I had to go find something, like not go find something, but there was maybe like some moss or something like it to burn to get there. I did not, which I did spend a little bit look around for it. I don't know why I pulled this so many fucking times. I'm just not content that it's just not working. I think I was just frustrated. I skimmed through the editing, I'll be honest. I'm more cut away from the thing is, but maybe I forgot to speed this one up. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to be honest here. I just checked. I haven't sped up any of it, so I purposely just quickly edited it and done it now. Which has nicely reduced my time to have to do this. Basically, because I'm going to spoil it a little bit, I was able to pull it off. Yay for me. I didn't realise, because I got it successfully, I was like, I didn't think it took me that long to do it. So I just won't bother editing it. I won't check it because I had a feeling that it didn't take me too long. Which I think, in retrospect, compared to the others, this didn't take me too long. But when it's just emptiness and I've got to somehow fill that void, it's fucking long. Anyways, got past that speeding point. We were able to cut out like 5 minutes in about like 20 seconds or whatever it was. So this is me just showing, if I'm not mistaken, if I've edited this right, this is me completing the situation here. If I get that last one in, I do so indeed. I believe that was just enough cogs as well. What was I struggling to find the lever or something? I don't know. There we go, and it pulls. Obviously not broken, and everything's moving. I think. Is that moving? That is moving. There we go. There's that. I spoiled you about a minute earlier, but there we go. Just sped it up for all our sakes. Yeah, I didn't realise I didn't do that. That's my bad. Hopefully I might have to check some of that out for later. About some of the other stuff. But, you know, I just assumed that it was going to go a lot quicker than it did. With all this. Anyways. Collected all those. Can't forget any of those because that would be stupid if I left them. So I think I did figure out that... Did it pop on the map? I think that was back when I was first talking. When I first found the first one, I was checking. Anyways, I think this is... I did open a book in that speed thing. I think I checked, but I saw that. And I think that's roughly when I figured out how many I needed. Anyways, we came to a bit of a dilemma here. One of the things I did need was obviously this chest, which obviously we picked up earlier. So we didn't pick up earlier. We found earlier. And I realised that I needed 3 keys. One in the Vatican, one in Gizeh, and one in Shanghai. And I was like, oh, I need that for later. But then I was kind of like, actually, this is the final chapter. Well, the penultimate one. I should probably check things out before I go to that final area. And I should probably complete things now that it's all here. So after picking up this book, I believe that was the next intention. Because that's what we are doing partly today. We are partly going back around the globe. Which, annoyingly, I'm going to have to re-pick up this book later. Because for whatever reason, it did not save. Even though I'm pretty sure I purposely got into a fight. That might have been the second time around. I did make sure that I wanted to go visit these places. The Serpent's Chest, I believe it, if I was not mistaken. Yeah, there you go. I think it does say... I saw Gizeh. I remember one of them in the Vatican, and I remember there was something in Shanghai. I'm pretty sure this is this one, because we've got to go back later for some other stuff. Oh, so I didn't even... Yeah, the fight was the next one, so it didn't save. Did it? What am I doing? Oh, 2 minutes ago. So, yeah, that was me. Oh, so no, I am, right? Maybe I did go for the fight. Oh, there you go. Yep. There's the fight. Where did it teleport me? Because if it teleported me back into that room, then I should know better. Oh, no, see, it teleported me into there. How the fuck did it not save that book? I don't know. Anyways, this should be me heading over to do this now. So now we get to do a little bit of a fun experiment thing, which this one's we're gonna flash a bit more in between stuff now. There was a bit of a slowness in that first bit. This is, I guess, the next bit. It was very nice to revisit all these areas. So, like I said, there's a few places I go back later, but I believe I don't actually return back to the Himalayas. Unfortunately, I do believe I only return to. I re-go back to Gizeh, and I think it might just be Gizeh alone. Oh no, I return here as well later as well. But I don't believe I returned back to the Himalayas. So it was nice to revisit all those places, like especially the Vatican, because the Vatican had been a long time for me, because it was back when we first played this game. So it had been a while since I've been here to any of it, and I felt like the Vatican definitely felt a bit more different. Because Gizeh and even though there's a very different way of traversing, they still both feel like very open areas. The Vatican felt was a lot more constructed, so they just had that different vibe, and I just really remember enjoying it. I enjoyed Gizeh when it was there because it was different to this, but I think looking back at it now that there's also Sukhothai and Gizeh kind of bring each other down a little bit just because they feel a little more similar than the Vatican, but I think that pushes the Vatican up a little bit too. Anyways, there's the first ancient Vatican key. I realised I went the wrong way around because where I randomly jumped in was actually the exit. This was the entrance. Where I'd have to lift one of these things, so actually I had to go underwater. I just randomly found the exit, which was nice, I guess. It was a kind of a cool way of doing it. I'm not sure if anybody else. I'm sure somebody else has done it that way before. I'm sure that's considered the speedrun way of doing it. Whether someone's 100% speed run this game, I do not know. And I don't know why. Actually, no, I know why. It's very just a me thing to do. Just even though I didn't need to go for it, I'm going to go and open it anyways. I just didn't expect myself to just show all of it. But it is what it is. Anyways, there you go. That is me clearing that up. And very much shorter. So that is Vatican done for the time being. So now it is time for us to be in Gizeh. I did run around a little bit longer just to make sure it was saved before I went to Gizeh. But no point in showing that, I guess. I showed it once with Sukhothai and it didn't even work. But it is what it is. Anyways, we're off to go get the chest, the key from here, which was probably the most annoying one to get out of the three. Well, it wasn't the most annoying one because I came back here later. It was very annoying to get back out of where I had to go for it. So I purposely left myself there originally because I hoped I didn't need to bother. Anyway, so we're kind of in that massive hole thing that's kind of to the left of the workers' camp, which you kind of saw on the map. We went down a bit, and I believe it's. I actually don't remember how I got here, but how I got there. I guess we're about to find out. Yeah, as I'm showing you how I do. Oh, is that how I did it? Oh, nope. Yeah, so that would have felt cool if it was just some random hole. It's not a random hole, but I don't know. I guess I was just having a look around to see if it was there. I was kind of hoping I'd be a bit more direct. Is this it? Nope. That's just a pillar that's been knocked down. Where the fuck was it? Oh, is that it? I don't know. That looks like it. Yeah, that is it. I knew I had to go underwater because that's kind of hard to point. Is you can't actually get to these areas in the map until you have the I forgot what it's called, but you know the rebreather I think it is called in this, which I believe I walked past it. Well, I swam past it. I think I noticed it, but I wanted to check out where this led first. Which I believe that is the easier way out, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, we yet again had to put on our rebreather mask, which you, of course, can swim down here. But to survive long enough to then having to pull this is kind of a nice way for them to, lock the stuff that you need the rebreather for instead of just being able to swim it. Maybe maybe it was possible. Maybe if you're perfectly timed. And I hoped I could escape that way, but I couldn't. But first off, we need the key, which I don't even know if I picked up yet. Did I? There it is. I did not. I didn't think I did. There we go. That is the second of 3 of the serpent keys, and then it is just off to go find the third one. Once I stop messing around, I guess. Yeah. Was I going to just transport right here to Shanghai? Did I do it in that hole? Damn. Guess it worked. And I guess I showed that too. Oh well. Anyways, here we are in Shanghai with the burn map on the regular piece of paper, which always looks weird. I understand what they were going for, but it just looks weird. It doesn't even look like he properly like glued it down or anything. It kind of looks like it's been weirdly painted on, which doesn't make any sense. But anyways, here we are. We basically had to run back to like the quarter mark of the Shanghai mission. We were very close to the start. It was something like that. I had to run all the way back through, which is a very linear area, Shanghai. But like I said, it was probably the easiest of the three to get to. You just had to run a little bit. But I was fine with that. Because we didn't spend too much time in Shanghai, of course, because it was a very short section. Except for that gunfight, though I think I spent the majority of Shanghai in that plane. But it is what it is. Anyways, it's us returning back here to Sukhothai. Had a nice little adventure around the world. I always question how you were supposed to get to that chest. Canonically speaking, like you wouldn't have been able to pick it up beforehand. So would he really gone back to all the areas, including Shanghai, to go pick up that key? I know you don't necessarily need to deep it that much, but you know what I mean. It's like he's telling me he realised there was a random key left in Shanghai and decided to run all the way back there at one point randomly after all this was said and done to then go fucking open this one random chest that could have easily been taken away by the time he came back to Sukhothai. You know what I mean? That's kind of the situation going. I like the concept of the mission, but the logic. Anyways, as I'm done wasting time for us to get back to this chest, here it is. There we go. It's an ancient relic. Lucky us. Which I am very interested to see how all these ancient relics play out, because there's got to be a reason for all these. Because it's not just some random ass fucking collectible, because they proved it. Because there's a door in Gizeh that we opened, and I assumed there would be a door here. You know what I mean? I guess you'll wait and see to see if there is. I don't remember there being one in the Vatican, but it might have been a very small door. We only needed one, I didn't realise. And so it didn't really stick out in memory. But so I'm assuming that there is going to be one in the final area that's going to require every single ancient relic for me to unlock the door. So, to me, a very important point for me to go and get all the different ancient relics here and now, at least before I get to that final area. I feel like it's very important to do a said thing. And plus, I'm not a major fan of when you have to go back through, like, 100% completing a game and you go, this has returned you back to just before this mission. And for you to go get the rest of the collectibles, like Jedi Fallen Order did that, and I guess it makes sense, but I don't know, just part of my brain just does not like it, like doesn't like doing it like that. It's like, oh, you've just been teleported back, because Ghost of Yote kind of did that, but I think Ghost of Yote did it in a very cool way. I think if you're going to do it, Ghost of Yote did it the right way. For like I said, Jedi Fallen Order just left you like a message as you just spawned back in. It was just a thing that just came up on screen. It's like, oh, you've been returned to the bit just before you went to Fortress Inquisitorius. It's like, oh, okay, all right, I understand. But Ghost of Yote was kind of did it in the cool way. It was like, oh, so is that everything you did? It's like, oh, well, I also did this, and then it gets you back to the thing. And I kind of was like, it's the best way. I think that was a nicer way to do it. They kind of made sense of it. But it is what it is. I prefer ending up back at like to a point where you're after the game. Like GTA, when you kill fucking Michael or Trevor, you end up with the free roam of just not having one of them lot. You have Franklin and whoever. Of course, you could just do Death Wish and keep all three. But you could do that. I believe you still got all the side missions that you end up losing because you killed a character. I believe that just randomly gets added to your mission list. But I think that's actually an easy way to 100% complete the game, is to just completely ignore either Michael or Trevor's Strangers and Freak missions and then just fucking kill them off. Maybe, I don't know. I've never actually. I attempted to 100% complete the game, but I gave up very quickly on multiple occasions just because I can't be asked. Yeah, good. Have I not got to the speedy up point yet? What's going on? I don't know what I was thinking. I've just added another speedy up point. I don't fucking get what I was thinking here. Why I was like, oh, why do I need to show this? I didn't even fucking pass it. I understand. I want to show my thought process to an extent, and I get it. I question what the fuck I was thinking. I'm gonna have to go back through the next one. And hopefully, well, actually, fair. This is the only one that's gonna have issue with, because like I said, the next one is pretty much just the entire main mission. It takes about that hour, and then the third one is just, isn't even as long. Like, I think I had to push it in a weird way to make it 20 minutes. Or no, I think I had a choice between making like the second part like a little. There was some main mission stuff. Like I was still in the main mission area for a bit because I missed a collectible or two, and I think I decided to stop myself there before going to get those collectibles to add it to the third part, just to bulk the third part up to 20 minutes instead of like 15 or something like that. It was something like that. So this is the only real one we've actually got to go fucking get all these relics. This was definitely the more effort. Just a lot of shit just in this one. And like I said, there's going to be some going around the other maps in that third part as well. Like, it's a very short part. Don't get me wrong. It took me time to do that third part, like between the start and end of that, because there is a lot of running around in the other places, especially in the Vatican, which you'll find out why when we get there. Which I can't believe I missed that. I literally went right into the thing and missed that completely. And we end up back here later because I missed something else too, I think. Was that in the third part? I don't know. I don't remember. I'm actually trying to see the thing. Oh, I didn't even go low enough down. Oh, that's great. I think I did see it originally, and I originally planned to go for it, but I just completely fucking forgot about it when I got here. But we will be back here later because I missed something. You can always have a guess what it is. Oh, it's only a very simple one. Oh, I have close to double that amount of cogs. Oh, look how easy this one. I believe this was the first one we ended up at. Which looks like I could almost complete it with just the regular cogs. Almost. Which I think I kind of thought the same thing there. So it's probably why I haven't sped this one up, because I don't think this one took me very long to figure out. I hope. Considering it's only like a 4 cogger or a 5 cogger, I don't actually remember. How? To be fair, now looking at it, my brain's not even working out properly. Ooh, have I done it? I don't think so. Oh, have I? I think I have. There we go, that didn't take long. At least I'm assuming it's right. I didn't even use the third fucking big cog, which I think I was about to suggest you doing it to the top right. Which I think if you wanted to, you could. But I don't believe I needed to. Is it moving? It is moving. There we go. That was simple. Fucking PR, mate. Let's go, even though I went there earlier, but I just didn't have enough of the things. But since actually having enough things, worked out pretty smooth. Though it is also the least amount of cogwheels, so you'd hope it's not that complex, so you hope I'll be able to figure it out fucking quickly. But it is what it is. Anyways, on to another adventure. I don't know what that's going to be. Yeah, I don't know how I expected all this to go. I'm glad I've been able to chop out a few minutes. So this is now sub 50. It's sub 49, but you know. I kind of wish I did a bit better job of editing some of these fucking gear things, but to be fair, they were the bane of my life, and regardless anyways. I felt like I was sitting there for a while anyways, myself. You know what, I'm going to pre-check this before we get there. You know, just for you lot. Don't say I don't do anything for you. Literally, all I had to do was speak for like 2 more seconds, because there we go. Into the fucking speedy up time. I know I did it for some of them. I guess you just didn't do it for all of them. But yeah, finally, we can spam through this. Of course, when I'm doing the speedy up time, I do my best to always make it 8 times. Sometimes the clips are too short to do that. None of them so far have been. Even though the last time we did it, it wasn't that big of a one, but it was long enough for 8. So we are just spamming fucking through this, because I think it was either this one or that other, or yeah, this was Trying to debate which one was this harder or that the one I mentioned this the one at the start of the video. It was between those two. I think I had the most issue with. But I don't even know if I had enough cogs at this point. Because I'm pretty sure it was one of them when I figured out I didn't have enough, like, about the amount of cogs you needed. But I still attempted to try and pull it off with less cogs. Because I swear I did one of them with one less cog than it actually told you needed. Maybe I'm wrong. But off the top of my head, oh, we slowed down. I closed my eyes, so I'm not sure if we slowed down for a bit longer. Is it because I think I figured out what I needed to do? But then I just didn't have enough cogs, because to me that does look right. If you were able to go from there, which I believe is what I figured out. Do I have enough cogs? We're about to find out together. Did I complete it here? Part of me is thinking I only had one left. Nope, you can't go up there because that one's not going to fucking move. You know this. Yep. Oh, no, it did move. Hang on. Did it? I've stopped moving. Oh! Fucking A! I was expecting that one to move. I just started berating myself. No, it worked. Alright, success. Okay. I'll take it. Damn, I just checked out the relic's really that low. How much do I pick up in the next fucking 15 minutes? I said 9 or 24 relics. How the fuck am I gonna get? Oh, jeez, I don't know. I'm not like I'm getting all 24, like the remaining 24 relics, because there's some in the next part. I think there's a few in that third part, and I know there's a few in the remaining 2 parts afterwards, like I mentioned. Because there's the final side mission, and then there's the main mission. Which, there's both ancient relics in both. As you can kind of see the bottom of the map there. There's a side mission going to be there. Spoiler. We do unlock it after doing the main mission, which I assumed would something like that. If it was either a main mission or a side mission that would open up after I did the first part of the main mission. I just always assumed that top left was the only main mission left, but I didn't realise there was one more. Of course, until I kind of just process of elimination realised there had to be more. Just because the way things work. 'Cause I think I realised there was some like main mission side note things randomly a little late, like in one of the locations I couldn't get to, and I was like, yes, I just have to be able to at some point get there. Anyways, talking of issues, I think that's how this remaining 15 minutes is going to go, because if I'm not mistaken, then we had some issues with a game mechanic here that we will get to, I think. I wasn't quite sure what part they would get to, but of course it's this part. Anyways, I think one of them I just had an issue of getting the mechanic there. The other one, it was figuring out, like, I think it was either a new... I'm not quite sure if the mechanic actually existed and I used it before and I just forgot about it, like, because I used it once. Because from what I gathered from Reddit, when I was looking through this as I was doing it simultaneously, it's not a very used mechanic in the game to begin with. So, it's one of those things that wasn't 100% my fault. Which I don't know why I'm showing all this, but because you know how to fucking get that. Though, to be fair, this one was easy enough. This one I felt a bit stupid for not picking up. This was an easy one. I just had to walk a little bit further after doing that main mission, and a relic would have been there. There we go, 10 out of 24. I was right. Did say 9, so 14, still more to go. I believe there's 2 remaining things in this area. One is a lost artifact, and one is an ancient relic. Now, it was the lost artifact, if I'm not mistaken, was the issue. The ancient relic, there was just a bit of a tediousness to it. Anyways, we are here. You saw that? Yeah, you can see that. I was like, why the fuck am I trying to burn? I was like, I realised, oh, it's this. Wasn't letting me burn for whatever fucking reason. Like I said, there's a mechanic, and I don't believe I figured it out quite. We don't get it yet, because we end up going to another place that also uses the mechanic. And that's when I think I figured it out. Or use Reddit for the help. Or something like that. No, I think I found it out here. So I went to the other area, because I couldn't find... Because I found out how to do it and where to go get the thing at that other location. Which, I've literally just walked past it right fucking there. Because I think the thing was in my hand, it didn't give you the pickup thing straight away. You saw those like little brown ball things. I need to pick up one of those. Because I can light those up and fucking throw them at the bird's nest and it'll burn the shit. Because there is also a bit later, and that's annoyed me because that's the first time I've actually seen that. That I literally stared them dead in the fucking face as I walked past. Because it's not just there. There's another one that's like over there. You can kind of see it just for a glimpse there for a minute. The bird nest kind of shone almost for a minute. It is across here. This is the first time I think I'm actually doing this parkour. So I got sent across last time, which I think gave me an achievement if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, oh shit. Didn't realise I fucking fell there. And this is taking a while. There we go. And I'm back. So yeah, I parkoured across here. And then I got to it and lo and behold, it's another bird nest. So then I smartly tried to pull out the fucking lighter again and tried to jump it and burn it that way. Anyways, we ended up, found the location. These are the brown balls that I needed. This is the other location, which I think I was at earlier in like the last video or the video before. Light those up, fucking yeet them out of the bird nest. It sets it on fire. Lo and behold, that one opens and I get to climbing. And that opens this area to get the secret in. Wabam. Lost artifact. Nicely done.
Belong in Sukhothai.
Anyways, so that was that. Now I do have another bit of a dumb moment because I didn't. Otherwise, I would have done it there and then if I knew the balls were there originally. I decided to pick up one of the balls and take it on the boat with me because I thought, oh, I think I need that ball. This is the only place to get it, so let me take it. I don't know what I didn't like about that other ball, but anyways, I guess this one looked shinier or something. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I carried on. I wanted to get into the boat. And I wanted to finger away. I didn't hear any glass break. And then we got back on. And it was like, oh shit. I ain't got it on me. That's annoying. I guess it has to be somewhere in that temple as well. So I wandered back. At a very slow pace apparently. That I'm not teleporting to. God, I need to get better at this editing shit. Alright, so I've just cut me randomly walking and showing a map for a little bit, because clearly I was too invested in showing you every time I looked at a map when I was originally editing this. I don't know why. But anyways, here we are. We opened that one up, not like I needed it, it's a shortcut, but there's a better shortcut. So there was no point. I don't even know why they added that to the game, to be honest, because the other shortcut opens up like I'm 30 seconds after that bit, I swear. But nonetheless, this is the main thing. This was for all the marbles. But in that one, there we go. It opened up the area I needed to get to. And as we get up here, secret fucking found. Not that way though. It was over here. There it is. The lost artifact. The mask. The Jamon mask. Anyways, nicely done. 4 out of 5 lost artifacts of age. I'm not actually quite sure what the last one is. I think it's in the side mission area. Jesus! Jeez. I thought I just got slingshot by the wheel again, but nope. We teleported to the next area because I remembered to cut this little bit. Which I had the relic popping up down here, I assumed, which I assumed the right location, because it says there you got to fucking smash that wall, or at least it looks like it, but I never had any red dot that popped up for it. I also attempted to check the other area. I also attempted to check to see if I can move these water tubes, but I could not. They are already locked in place, which is probably good because I'd probably end up moving them around and then never be able to get them back in the right position to get myself to leave. Though I think I could go the other way. I think I might be able to. Could I get out that way? I don't know. Anyways, I also started whacking it with my gun just because I was hopeful, but I realised I couldn't. So I had to go fucking kill a bunch of people so I could go claim one of their fucking sledgehammers. So this is me doing it here. I don't know what that guy did to me that deserved this, but I guess he deserved it. I don't know why he did deserve that. Maybe you would have seen it in the sped up. I don't fucking know. Anyways, I picked up the sledgehammer. We walked all the way over. I got to that. Did you not see that? The sledgehammer fucking dropped. So apparently I can't take that with me through, which is really fucking annoying. So I realised, shit, I'm going to have to go the other fucking way around this bitch. Clearly took me a little bit longer to decide this. Am I frozen? Am I paused? Who knows? Do I eventually move? Who knows? For a second I thought I was frozen too then for a second because my time wasn't moving. Jeez, how long am I in this fucking position for? What happens? Sometimes I'm impatient, sometimes I'm patient. All I had to wait was another fucking 2 seconds and then I decided to really finally figure it out. And then, yeah, again, we fucking dropped it because we couldn't do that. And then I think I lost it somehow. So I could not see it after that. Unless that's me trying to whip it. I don't know, did I find it? Oh no, I saw it. I couldn't see it there because my screen's smaller now because it's shrunk into a little bit. What the fuck? I tried to jump it before I jumped. Yeah, oh, maybe I was actually trying to whip it. Instead of the smart idea of throwing it. Why did I not throw it? Did I not think I could? I guess I didn't think it was possible for me to be able to throw it that high. I guess. So, because of that, I wanted to go pick up another sledgehammer. Though I maybe could have used the shovel, I wanted the sledgehammer just to be sure. Because I didn't have to fucking do this a third time. So as I fought those fuckers, I picked up a sledgehammer that I saw earlier. At some point. Not the gun. Sledgehammer. And off I popped. Fucking round, which I believe I remember correctly, I sped this up at some point. There we go. Oh, jeez, got a bit of a speed boost there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I just sprinted. Oh, there we go. There's the fucking speed boost. That's more like it. Which we stood in, yeah, again, stood in the center area for a little bit. Fucking through that. I finally learned how to throw a sledgehammer, which was nice. Then I didn't figure that out earlier, but nonetheless, eventually worked our way around with that fucking sledgehammer all the way fucking through, and lo and behold, here we are. Fucking smash it. Nicely done. And again, one more time. Boof. Breaks it. Nicely done. Oh, thank fuck.
This one.
Jeez. Anyways, last 10 minutes. It's even less than that now.
You doing okay?
As we were doing some extra collecting, some remaining collectibles. I believe I returned back to the start of this video area, if I'm not mistaken.
Sitting in this boat feels better now.
Good. Got a feeling we'll spend some time in it.
Really? Madre de Dio.
Yeah, that happened a few times. It was like, yeah, because I think I ended up like going through the same area a few times. I can't quite remember why. Maybe my thing, I quit or something. I don't fully remember. So it popped up a few times, and it popped up there again, and it pops up again later when I'm back in group 3, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm like, why has this popped up multiple times? And I think it took a while to pop up the first time, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm back down here in the fucking hellhole. Desperate to try and figure it out, because I think I figured out that I had enough gears. I would just clearly wasn't smart enough. So here we go. Fucking zoom in. I knew I sped this up somehow. Which I do know the trick for this. I do remember, because it fucking pissed me off. Well, here we go. Oh, nope. There was a weird pause there for a second. Thought I figured it out. Nope, I hadn't, because it's going too fast for my brain to be able to come back when I figure it out. I'm hoping when I slow down that... No, we haven't slowed down yet. Maybe we will in a minute. Oh, wait. I don't know. Now. I don't fucking know. There is a trick, and I kind of wanted to say it when it happens. But I don't know. Now I'm just getting a little disorientated at this point, to be honest. I'm sorry if you lot are getting dizzy too. Oh, I swear I just saw like a flicker of red there that was like, I did some damage. Jeez, what is going on? I was at this for way too long. Keep in mind, this is 8 times fucking speed. So you can see how long I was at this for. Damn, I should have cut some of this. Anyways, maybe I think I did partially just want to show how fucking long it took me to do this. Because I was adamant I knew I could do this. Hello. I rage paused. So I don't fucking know. Oh, we slowed down. Which I know I haven't completed it because I thought I had. But then I do believe I noticed something. I'm hoping at this point, I'm hoping you do too. If you can see that left cog there at the top left, that is moving even though nothing is fucking touching it. Because that bottom one is moving yeah, there you go, I noticed it now. There you can see, it's because it's moving that one, and that one moves that one. Lo and behold, I believe there's another one that does that, but I was able to do without it. But no, that's the main, this one, that's why I was struggling, because I didn't realise the mechanic I was supposed to learn for this one as well. Yeah, again, Indiana Jones is the Great Circle. There being a mechanic in the game that I'm not knowing, so I'm stood there for a while looking like an absolute wally and not knowing what to do, and so just being stuck there. But I like this part and last part has really made me look like a really shit puzzle solver. Yeah, like I don't know, just I've looked really bad in these past 2 parts. I've been on poor form with this game. But to be fair, I don't think the firebomb one was my fault. This one probably could have figured out a little faster than I did. The water tube one was definitely my fault. No, not gonna argue it there. Anyways, lo and fucking behold, I originally was planning on this at one point being like a full circle moment where I started the video here and ended the video here, back when I was voicing it. But when I stopped voicing it, I kind of threw that out of the window. I was like, I'll accept what happens. And I kind of was like, you know what, I'll have a main mission part. Because I felt like that video would just do a little better than this part will. Understandably so. Some people are there for the main missions. Some people are there to find out about the miseries of the side missions and, learning what stuff is. And here you have it. You can see the misery and you can see where the locations are. I do appreciate anybody sticking around for this. Like I said, I want to. Oh, it's weird. Like just like with all the map, weird like the map showing fetish I seem to have in this one and the you showing. I do like to kind of do my best to. As much as I'm not like a fucking like guide guy. It's not. I don't do like how to do this side mission or how to get all these collectibles. I do like to kind of still show how you get to places and kind of show my working out a little bit, like I'm in a fucking maths test on fucking GCSEs or something. I don't know. Maybe it's been just grinded into me too much, but I kind of just like the idea. I feel like it's just nice to just show my working a little bit with this, and just kind of show you how I get to places still, instead of just teleporting too much. Obviously, you don't need to see me riding around the boat constantly, but I like to show some of it, I guess. And with the 8 times speed on that, I'd like to show how long it really fucking took me. I understand it does make things a little longer, but you can always just double tap the screen or tap the right arrow on the fucking laptop. Anyways, here we are. Yeah, again, kind of weird, another full circle moment. I ended up back at fucking Slug Boy 2 again because it didn't save. So I guess that's another kind of nice kind of full circle moment. Weirdly, I don't know. Full circle, great circle. I think I made that joke before in this game. I think I made that back in the back and chat actually. Yeah, but so it's been like 9 months. So bet you can give me that one, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I just like showing it off. As we are coming to a close here, the last 2 minutes of this, I've got to kind of be prepared for that final part. Because I haven't done an intro thing. I haven't done an outro one either. So I actually do not know what the last one is. I should probably figure that out real quick. Though I know there isn't too much more. Like there is this photo. I don't believe I'm not quite sure what I get to at this point. But I will just quickly check before we finish. I really should have planned this out a little bit more, but fortunately there is one more full circle moment technically, because I mentioned earlier that we'd be back at a place because I missed something, and that I believe is exactly where we're going now. And handfully so, because I wanted to show you the map fetish, showing you map fetish, I have a little bit of time to do the outro a little bit, because this is the last time we're doing. This is the last thing. Maybe you already saw the icon. Like, so we're coming at it from a different angle, for the fucking fun of it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why she says that. I've been fighting, haven't you? Like I haven't just been in the boat with her for the past 5 minutes. But yeah. Anyways, I said to go get the last thing of this video before we head on that road to go do the main mission stuff. I wasn't sure if there was some stuff just before the main mission that was kind of off to the right instead of going off to the left after going on that bit on that T-junction thing. I wasn't sure where I stopped in case of that. But this is the last thing we're going to get. It is, of course, a medicine bottle. Like I said, right back in this area. I had to sneak around very exquisitely and be able to pick it up that time. No issue at all. The remedy for all is completed. Nicely done. We'll go talk to that guy later, because that's part of the go around. That will do that in the third part of this group too. Anyways, that is everything for this part. So the main mission is on the way. Thank you for bearing with me for this one. Hopefully I'll improve if this ever need to do like this again. Hopefully I'll improve a little bit on my editing. Anyways. I'll see you around for the next part. Hopefully tomorrow, but I doubt it. But hopefully at some point very soon. Yeah, peace.